Shalom, Muncie, Indiana, and Barack Obama. This is Yehoshua Ya'acov in Jerusalem. First, you're definitely right, Barak. Um, the people are frustrated and bitter, and the opposition is trying to put you on the back foot because your message is resonating. Let me turn up this volume here because I get a lot of messages, emails complaining that people can't hear my videos. So okay, let's hope that that's improved things. I'll start again. My name is my name is Yehoshua Ya'acov, and this is Jerusalem. I'm an American citizen. I'm a didactic scientist, the author of Humanomics trilogy, comprised of the new cognitive behavioral science paradigm and the new economic paradigm. I'm getting clobbered in my emails. There's all kinds of racist and hateful mail because I'm supporting Barack Obama, and then I get other emails that are pleading that I should support Senator McCain and attacking me and whatever. Okay, so I guess that goes with the turf. Okay, let's get to the basic message. The plan for 2008 is pretty much a read. It's a win-win situation. It appears that you have the nomination, and all that's to follow is the coronation. I would shift gears, and it's my advice that you do, and go to the plan for 2009 as President Obama. That's going to come out of the DNC Platform Committee. It should be a new national policy for President Obama to implement the new economic paradigm as the new national policy, and its particular development program should be as world-class global technological infrastructure, which derives from that new economic paradigm model, which will create tens of thousands of domestic content jobs in America by the end of year one of the project. It will require a 4 to 5 trillion supply side capital investment that will run, the project will run over about 16, 17, 18 years. It will be amortized on its repayment through 20. In those 2 decades, the gross domestic product will triple. Before the end of year 10, the domestic content average index wage will be over double present levels, as will the value of the currency, which will triple before year 18 to 20 of the project. The full amortization and repayment, the investment of 4 to 5 trillion will be split about 60-40, 60 coming from the G9 and the rest coming from America. When amortized with debt cost, it will be paid down between years 18 and 19. There will be no deficit. And we'll be running in year 20 at a gross domestic product of approximately 30 trillion. There will be no trade deficit. There will be no Social Security deficit. There will be a surplus sufficient to provide comprehensive national insurance for all Americans. There will be a very different world. Okay, that's the program for 2009. It's based upon Humanomics in general and the integration of labor, which is the new economic paradigm, and Humanomics central organizing principles, the cognitive behavioral science first principle, which is receive to give. The goal that will be mandated in law by the Congress will retool the American workforce, re-educating and retraining it, and from years 11 and 12, which hits the top of the diffusion curve, there will be full employment. When I say full employment, it will be structurally redefined, because there is economists generally see 4% is full employment. That's wrong. But without going into the esoteric particulars of economics and econometrics, let's just say that the structural framework will be completely transformed in a knowledge, information, and services economy. And there will be people who will never be employed, and they will not be counted in their productive lifetimes as part of the unemployed in the transformed structure. I won't go into all the details and complexities of that, but full employment means precisely what it says. It means 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It means full employment. And to have the science and technology to achieve that goal is tantamount to saying you have the science and technology to put a man on the moon, not halfway to the moon. And so the critics, let them be let them espouse their cynicism. But we'll see at the end of the day what the results are. I'm the new economic paradigmist. I'm the author of the new economic paradigm. This is based upon world-class science and technology. I have a lot of detractors. I've had even several Nobel laureates attack me, but their jealousy is about the decline in textbook sales, because they've missed completely the most significant event in the last 30, 40 years in economics, which is the new paradigm. But that's all right. My point is not to argue, but it's to point the direction and set the agenda with the content, the national content that delivers the vision with the underlying science and technology needed to achieve it. I endorse Barack Obama. I approve this message. It's the very stuff that Muncie is crying out for, and that Main Street America and Pennsylvania. And Barack is right. There is a lot of anger and bitterness throughout the country, and there's going to be more. And so, therefore, what we have to focus on the greatness of America and provide the leadership, the direction, the content, the programs, the legislative mandates. The project of the world-class global technological infrastructure that will achieve full employment based upon the new economic paradigm will be vastly more sophisticated than the Hoover Dam and of enormous complexity. But it's not something that we cannot do. And I've instituted a program called the Jerusalem Campaign, which is to put a cognitive man on the moon. sorry, love you, I'm tired. To put a cognitive man on the earth. We put a behavioral man on the moon, and now we want to put a behavioral man on Mars. And I've suggested to the proponents of that idea that we should transform the behavioral man to the cognitive man before we put anybody on Mars. Anyway, I'm tired and it's very late. And okay, so to summarize, I'm Yehoshua Ya'acov in Jerusalem. I'm the author of Humanomics trilogy, comprised of two paradigms: the new cognitive behavioral science paradigm, receiving to give, and the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor that replaces the industrial model of division of labor. That's what we're going to do. That's the policy for America. That's the plan for 2009 for President Obama, and we're doing everything to bring this to pass and so that it should bless America and the American people. And let the cynics they're going to flame anyway. I had somebody write me, you're religious, you should stick to religion. Why should you go and interfere and do something good and positive for the American economy? Well, I'm an American, and I have adult son and daughter, two daughters and a son that are adults in America, and their children are growing up there. So perhaps that's the best motivation of all. Anyway, we love you from Jerusalem. Bless you, Barak and Michelle and the girls, and in Muncie, Indiana. Get out the vote. Aleph to Tov. You got a winner in Barak. Support him completely. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Yehoshua Ya'acov from Jerusalem. Thank you. Shalom.